we serve, we also receive. Each adjustment we give, we're also getting. I want to give the best I possibly can because I'm selfish and I want it for me too. But also they deserve it. So what we're doing is so far beyond what we even think in the physical. When I read that from D.D. Palmer, you know, you think about it, he's saying all this stuff, trying to get clout for chiropractic, and he's saying some really amazing metaphysical things. He's not dumbing it down in any way. He's saying what it is, and this is it. We've changed things because maybe we're a little embarrassed to say some of those things. You don't have to tell people all that stuff. But when we know it in our heart, big things happen. This is a journey that we go on, people. I'm on the board of Florida Chiropractic Society. You know, is my membership current with the PSCA, Dwayne?
Yes.
Good, okay. And, you know, let's support each other. Let's support the FCS. You just said you were a member of the FCS too. There's an out-of-state membership. You know, all these groups need money. We need money to donate to political causes. And there's the PAC. The Florida Chiropractic Society is a nonprofit. The nonprofit, we can't give to our own PAC. We have to raise money through that PAC. And you know what? You also don't get tax credit when you donate to a political campaign. I'll just tell you that right now. But I still need money. Okay? And representatives need money for their campaigns. And give to them. Give to this campaign. They need it. $100 goes a long way. 1,000 goes farther. 1,000 is the max if you can give to a campaign. But you got to give a little bit. You know what? I love BMX bikes. I collect 70s and 80s BMX bikes because that's what I grew up with. Skateboards and surfboards too. So if you have any in your barns or closets or whatever, give them to me. But, you know, I might buy a $1,000 bicycle and I'm complaining about giving money to a political campaign that may save chiropractic and save the rights for my child to get chiropractic because they want to take it away from children being adjusted, you realize. Canada, it's a big push. Crazy. It's already happened? Oh, have an x-ray and all those things. We got to support. We got to fight for it. And not everybody's built for that, right? You got to give a little bit of energy. Financial energy is an important thing, okay? So you can give to my PAC. You can give to the representative back there, Gagnon. And, you know, give to the, you have a PAC, right? You guys, the PSCA? Is there a PAC for the PSCA? Dwayne, you know? No PAC. Okay. But still, it's important to support groups. So, T4 is the key. That open heart, the circulatory ganglia, opening our hearts. This is where D.D. Palmer's adjustment was. And we're coming from our heart, heart-centered care. We're opening that heart field, opening that system so that whole beautiful, amazing thing can get all the life that it truly deserves and means. The dorsal, I had a very good friend of mine say, you know what, that was the dorsal. Very important to use the word dorsal. That's an opening. We're opening the pathways to the heart, where we've been closed off, defending this heart. But you see so many people, they're like this, defending themselves from the outside world, defending the tender nature of our own hearts. D.D. opened it for us. He opened the door. T4, my favorite vertebra. I adjust a lot of other vertebrae, don't get me wrong, but we wouldn't have anything without that adjustment, right? The circulatory ganglia, all that beautiful life. Again, this is from Gil Hedley. I mean, this guy is such an amazing anatomist. You just see the beautiful nature of how this amazing thing is designed. You know, the cerebellum, the sella turcica, the optic chiasm where it's cut right there. You know, here's the spinal, here's the brainstem right there. Whoa. Just truly amazing, amazing stuff. As we're adjusting, that's what we're affecting. Visualize that stuff, all that beautiful nature as we're delivering that service, as we're delivering the adjustment, what we're affecting. the brain, the human brain in situ, with a dura mater and arachnoid mater removed, exposing the pia mater, which is less than 2 to 3 cells thick. I mean, it's just such an amazing dissection that they did. And leaving the pia mater, the meningeal layer that covers the outer surface of the brain, all the way through the spinal cord, all the way out through. So I just think that's absolutely beautiful. Again, the sagittal sinus, the dura, CSF. I do love that picture. And when we're looking at this, is just a little bit more in adjusting from the sphenoid motion, the occiput, and having that motion. When we see those, subluxations basically in people, this is a little bit hard to describe, but easier to show. This is my team in Mexico in 2020, and just an amazing group of people. This guy is, I don't know if you've ever heard of Chiro Hustle. This is Miguel. He does Chiro Hustle in Mexico now, and just awesome group of guys. Actually, every student there and the teachers are amazing. One of the schools, Innate. There's Innate and Innate. Innate is free for the students, right? And I spoke there. I was at their international conference. I was the final speaker, and after a 4-day conference, every seat was full. The campus is absolutely immaculate. If it was free in the United States, right, what would it be? Graffiti, everything would be a mess. Nobody would care about it, They respect their school so much. All the professors are maestros, and they respect them with reverence. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. And they're so passionate about our philosophy and our principles. So those are the students in Mexico. I need more shirts. I'm ordering some soon. This was we had more than 300 students at this, and I went by myself. And then I trained those guys really fast to help me and translate while I'm teaching, okay? And at Innate, at that last one I mentioned, I adjusted the entire student body. There were 600 students, and there was the rest of the staff. So close to 700 people I adjusted that day. I do mission trips in Brazil. We're going to get back to doing them once the restrictions change. And one adjustment, I adjusted a single vertebra on each one of those people, and some of them were already clear. Single vertebra. Nearly every single person said that was the best adjustment of my life. And that's not because of me. I was tuned into their system. I have 600 people almost 700 people to adjust. I wasn't thinking about anything else. Spirit, I just allowed Spirit to drive me to each subluxation that I found. And I only adjusted one on each person. And they were perfectly clear. They don't need 15 adjustments. You don't need a lot of input. Less is more, really, because the body now has to deal with that input. So for me, I'm learning those lessons just in my practice too. Trying to get more outcome with less input. Illegitimati non carbonundum. General Stilwell interpreted this to mean, don't let the bastards grind you down. I bought some of Sid Williams' collection of his green books, and this is from Sid Williams' book. It was cut out, stuck in there. I forgot the name of the book. I'll remember it. And but I got it from Dr. Nell. And this was, Dr. Sid used to say this to us all the time. Illegitimate non carbonundum. And it doesn't actually translate into that. I think it's a made-up term. But don't let the bastards grind you down. That's the whole outside world. Don't let them grind you down. We got a lot of work to do. There's a lot happening in this world. So this is basically the end of this part of this seminar that I was going to do later. We have another one to come after this, okay? And this was just super cute with my son. I'll leave it on that one. Okay, I just switched PowerPoints on this too. I have another PowerPoint too.